Hi, my name is Nomalanga Mhlauli-Moses with HealthyBlackWoman.com and SuccessfulBlackWoman.com. I'm here with my friend Shaquita Graham from LovingTheBlackMan.com and Atecco.com. We actually jumped on here to record a segment about a hot topic, and just as we were about to record it, we got news that singer, entertainer, and legend Prince has passed away. So, Shaquita, did you see an article that tells us what happened?
The article at CNN just said that the officials didn't really want to release the name of the person that they found dead, but reports are definitely confirming that it is Prince. And they are saying they're investigating the death and they don't really know what the cause is, but he had reported feeling some flu symptoms some days ago. And this is something that I heard, and I'm not sure if they had to have an emergency landing of a plane because he was on it and feeling ill. Yeah.
I actually saw that. I think it was last week where he was on a plane and they had to do an emergency landing because he was not feeling well. I also read an article, in the same article, that he had to cancel a concert in Atlanta, and again, it was for health issues. But then he consequently performed after canceling. So I think that people may have thought that, okay, he's, back to normal or back to himself. This man is 57 years old. He looks great, or has looked great, but he is 57 years old. So that's like almost 60 years old.
Yeah. His debut album was in 1978.
Wow. I have my kid here, so that's what those noises are.
I will just go ahead and just talk about the legacy here. I know so many people are devastated. It was like we had to take some moments of silence for a minute when we just talked about this. But Prince has sold over 100 million records worldwide, making him one of the best-selling artists of all time. He's won 7 Grammy Awards, a Golden Globe, an Academy Award. He was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004, which was the first year of his eligibility. The thing that I remember Prince for right now, well, one of the things, because there's so many things, he was the soundtrack to a great big portion of my life. But he led the way as far as artists being independent and taking control over their work. And it's kind of eerie that this would happen right now. He was quoted as saying that record contracts are just like slavery, according to a report. And he said that he would tell any young artist, don't sign. And when he was asked why he signed on with Tidal, Jay-Z's company, said that once we have our own resources, we can provide what we need for ourselves. That was, quote unquote, Prince.
This is something he said recently.
Yeah, I believe this was in 2015, so it had to do with Tidal. That's really new. And then in the wake of the unrest in Baltimore, he recorded a new song that addressed the killings of young black men and the socio-political issues around the country. So he was a man who seemed to really care about his people and about artistic freedom and not being enslaved to corporations and the business leaders of this world who often take our intellectual property and exploit it.
Yeah. I definitely think he was a legend, aside from everything that he did in terms of forwarding black people's well-being in the music industry and beyond. He was a prolific artist. I can't think of anybody who has been relevant that many decades and is still relevant today. So it's definitely a great loss, not just for the music world, but for the world in general. I've never heard him talk about any family or anything, but, our condolences go out to his family and those that loved him and knew him closely. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you, Shaquita, for all that information about who he is and what he did. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, right now it's just a really sobering moment because he means so much to our community and to lives around the world. I'm sure we're going to see a large public outcry of grief and sadness about this for many, many days, weeks, and maybe even months to come. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Also,
it's definitely a continuing story. I'm sure we'll start to find out, what happened. I imagine it was something to do with his health. To be honest, I really don't think we need to know. He's gone, and I think he deserves peace, privacy, and just a celebration of his life and legacy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's a time for remembering and celebrating, at this point.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Shaquita, and thank you, everybody, for watching. My name is Nomalanga Mhlauli-Moses with HealthyBlackWoman.com, and this is my good friend, Shaquita, which so aptly is the founder of LovingTheBlackMan.com, as we mourn the loss of a wonderful black man. Take care.